Hello, today we're going to be learning about capacity. Capacity means how much a container can hold. I have the containers here. I've got a water bottle, carton, an empty milk bottle, some glasses, a saucepan, a mug. Now the first activity we're going to do is we're going to choose two containers and we're going to compare them. So I'm going to choose this jar and this jar. And let's have a think. Which one do you think holds the most? Do you think this jar holds the most? Or do you think this jar holds the most?
I think that the thicker one would hold the most.
What, the wider one?
Yeah.
The shorter, wider one? Okay, let's think. How are we going to find out? Well, we're going to find out today just by pouring. So I've got a jug of water that I've coloured red so you can see the water. And I'm going to pour the water into this jar. I need to fill it to the very top, because that's how much this jar can hold. Now, I'm going to pour from this jar into this jar very carefully. I need to make sure I don't spill any liquid. What do you notice?
Well, when you pour it from the tall one into the wide one, it filled the same amount filled both of them to the top.
That's right. The same amount of liquid filled both jars to the top. So we can say that these two jars hold the same amount of liquid. So I'm going to pour that back and pick another two containers.
Oh, I want to choose.
Okay.
This one and this one.
Okay. So first of all, we have to make sure that both containers are empty. And I'm going to start with the milk bottle. And I'm going to fill that one very carefully to the top. Now we can say that the milk bottle is full and this one is empty. So now I'm going to see what happens when I pour it into this one.
It looks like cranberry. It looks like cranberry juice.
This one is also being filled to the very top. So we can say that these two containers also hold the
same capacity.
They have the same capacity, that's right. They hold the same amount of liquid, or they have the same capacity. Now we're going to choose another, I'm going to pour that back, another two containers. Let's have...
I want to choose one and then you choose one.
Okay.
I choose the pan.
I'm going to choose something a bit smaller, I think. So here we have the pan and here we have a glass.
You need to empty the pan.
No, I'm going to just fill it up to the top. What happens when I try and pour into the glass? You're going to need something else. And you need a funnel.
To make sure that none spills.
None spills. Oops. So we filled the glass, but we still have lots of liquid left in the pan. So which container has the biggest capacity? The glass or the pan?
The pan.
We say the pan holds more liquid than the glass, or we can say the glass holds less liquid than the pan. Okay. We're going now to pick 3 different containers made of glass, so you can see. So we've got our glass, we've got our bottle, and we've got our jar. We're also going to use a funnel to help us.
And we have the wide jar instead.
No, the first thing I'm going to do is see if I can make this glass a quarter full. So Rosa, I'd like you to say stop when it is a quarter full.
Stop. I think that's a bit too much, maybe.
Is that a quarter or a third?
I'd say that's a third. Pour a bit out.
Okay, so we're happy. We think that's a quarter.
Yep.
It's a bit tricky, isn't it? Because this glass gets wider as it goes up to the top. Let's choose something that doesn't get wider. Let's choose this. This time we need to do it, fill it half full. So can you say stop when it's half full?
Stop.
Okay, now this jar is half full. That's half full. Okay, we're going to see if I can fill something 3/4 full. So let's see if I can add a bit more to the jar. Tell me when you think it's 3/4 full.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can say the jar is
3/4
full.
Maybe a bit more than 3/4. Just a tiny bit out of that one.
It's quite hard, isn't it, to estimate? It might be easier if we picked a glass that was the same. It didn't get wider, that was straight up and down.
Oh, this one is straight up and down.
That one's straight up and down, and it's got markings to help us.
So
it has
3/4.
500 in total. So what would be a half?
Half would be 150.
Not 150.
You said it
Half
was
of 500 is
250. So I thought you said 300.
So you have to look at the markings on the side. So to make sure what we get to. Does that look like half?
That's over 250.
Okay, let's pour a little bit away.
You were wrong place in the mark. I'd say that 250 would be about here.
Okay, so just pour a little bit away. So if you've got a container with markings,
It's way easier.
it's much easier. So if 250 is half, what would a quarter be?
A quarter would be 125.
So let's pour some away and see if we can get to a quarter.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So we're happy that that is a
Quarter.
quarter. Okay.